I was still trying to figure out like who is Eddie Martinez. There was some sort of side of me that was kind of locked away. I'm playing it smart now. I'm doing it my way. You won't see it coming.
And I believe that you have like a great social media presence. When did you realize that was an important factor to your wrestling career?
Nobody's gonna do it for you. So start pushing your platforms out there. People can know who you are. 100% mexicano, a true champion, el verdadero campeón, who lives forever, que vive para siempre.
RingVille episode, Eddie Martinez.
Yo, what's up, everyone? How you doing? My name is Kevin Herrera Sanchez, KHS, and welcome to another episode of RingVille. Today, I have the absolute pleasure to be outside in Dallas, Texas, and couldn't think of a better guest than somebody who's worked for DFW All Pro Wrestling, United 210 Pro Wrestling, Epic Texas, Wrestling Cartel. He is El Mero Mero, the power glider, one of the hottest rising stars in Texas. Eddie Martinez, how you doing?
Thank you. I'm doing good, doing great.
Yeah? Yo,
Thank you for having me.
of course, appreciate you taking the time and sitting down with me. It's like you recently made your Hog debut.
Oh, yeah.
At AEW's like all-in weekend. They were part of the experience. It's like that's where I first saw you wrestle. Incredible, by the way.
Thank you.
And Nastico, your manager, put on a hell of a show, man. It's like, so nothing but props to you, man.
Thank you so much. It was a weekend, my guy. It was a huge weekend for a lot of wrestling here in the local area in Dallas. Like, you know, we had All In going on Saturday, and then HOG on Friday. Like, what else you can ask for? Like, so much wrestling.
Yeah.
But it was a great opportunity to showcase who I am with Nastico at HOG, and finally me making my debut there. It was a great experience, like a phenomenal experience. Like, something I can always cherish and remember. And then part of me just like wants more too. Like, it was grateful to like finally like have that one foot in the door at HOG.
Mm-hmm, absolutely. And I'm always very intrigued on like how when a company that's not based in a certain city, when they do go there, put on a show, right? Like how they reach out to talent or how they find talent. And I'm pretty sure everyone's always scouting.
Yeah.
Right. But something that's extremely important is just like a wrestler's or somebody's like social media presence. And I believe that you have like a great social media presence where it's like you're constantly pushing out content, either it's pictures, reels, videos, or just clips of your matches. When did you realize that was an important factor to your wrestling career?
I knew it was an important factor for me the moment I debuted into the world, of the wrestling world. When I made my first debut, I knew that had to be the #1 key goal for me.
Okay.
Like, first step, you gotta let everybody know who you are. You know, the locals here wouldn't start knowing who you are. Second step now, push the social media platform, because that is your #1 go things. People can know who you are. People can know who can we know who's Eddie Martinez, like more bigger than ever. And that's where they can look you up on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, hell, Twitch. All these platforms are there for you to use. And I knew for the moment that when I made my debut in the year 2018, I was still a trainee, but I got my foot out there in the door, started working matches, and then from 2018 and then the moment when I graduated from the academy, from All Pro in November 2019, that's where I tuned up the volume level to the whole 210.
Yeah.
Start pushing my social media platforms bigger. Because like, you're the only one person who can do it. Like, you're your own, store. So start pushing your platforms out there, because nobody's gonna do it for you.
Right. Absolutely.
And the only person who can do it for you is yourself. Yeah. And that's how I started doing this. That's how I told myself this has to be more serious than ever.
When it comes to like posting stuff on social media, you're always kind of adding to your own specific type of brand, right? And like your image and the way you present yourself. It's like, how was it navigating that area of building a brand that you felt was most authentic to you?
It was at first, it was a little tricky, because I was still trying to figure out like, who is Eddie Martinez? Like, what brand should Eddie Martinez start representing? And little by little, I started figuring that out on my own. One thing I got told is throw out the ideas all over the wall. Pick the one that represents you, that feels that is you. Okay. When the moment happened, I'm looking around, that's where I got the name, clicked in my head, Power Glider. That was my platform. Okay. That was the word that stuck with me. That was the name I wanted to start pushing out to the world. The word Power Glider, Eddie Martinez. And from there, it was just all in the fast lane for me. Just started driving it with that name all everywhere I can go. Power glider.
When you heard Power Glider, what was it exactly that stood out that you felt connected to you?
A funny story about Power Glider, when I got that name clicked in my head, I was always, as a kid, so fan about speed, all about the racing, street racing.
okay.
And since I was little, like, my dad took me to a lot of these racing, street racing places around Dallas.
Yeah.
Mind you, there's a lot. So he took me around everywhere, and I was so in love with the world of the race. And then the movie, the franchise, Fast and Furious.
Okay.
Fell in love with those movies so much.
Yeah.
Number one movie for me that I always love rewatching so many times is Tokyo Drift.
Ooh,
Tokyo
that's
Drift.
slept on, yo.
Exactly.
That's
That right there. That's where I started. It hit me pretty hard right there. I'm like, okay, now I know where the power glider should come from. It came from just the world of Fast and Furious, all about street racing, because I'm power gliding through all these competitions. I'm gliding than anybody before. I'm just going through matches, just gliding. I'm showcasing who is Eddie Martinez. He is the power glider. He's power gliding through the entire competition. He's doing it better than nobody. He's doing it better than so and so's log. So that's where, where power glider started, where I found it in the world of racing.
Yeah.
And from there, it's been a whole roller coaster for me. So I'm just going everywhere as I go with the word power glider. So that's how I got it right there. It's just the world of racing.
Okay. And then is it true that you design or think of your gear in terms of certain cars?
Absolutely. Yeah. So because in Fast and the Furious, there are so many different cars. You've seen so many different cars, and I just do my best, start looking to every single car. Like Don Torreno had this car, or Brian had this car. So there were so many. So I'm like picking out the cars, getting the color ideas from the cars, maybe the design. I sometimes get the designs from the car. Like, I like this design. Like the Skyliner one. Man, that
With the gray and blue.
yeah, the Too Fast, Too Furious. I got that design. I'm like, man, I want to turn that design to a gear. And it happened. I was able to make it to like a gear design. God knows where's it at now. It's somewhere in the closet. It's so, because that's the thing. One thing about me, I have so many gears, and everywhere I go, and the only thing I always hear is like Eddie Martinez always comes out with the fresh colors. You never know what color he's coming out with. He's always coming out with new, fresh colors, and God knows how big my closet is now. So many gear colors I have in there locked away, and but that's To answer that question, yes, I actually get my designs based off the cars for my gear.
But that's super fire, and it's another layer to that power glider character in itself.
Exactly.
Only thinking in layers. Thinking in layers, crazy. Moving forwards in the sense of going from power glider to El Mero Mero. That is a persona I would say you picked up on a little more when Nastico was introduced.
Yes, sir.
Which is your manager.
Yeah. Oh, man.
What can you say about how El Mero Mero came to be?
Well, El Mero Mero came. I felt like there was some sort of side of me that was kind of locked away. For years I've always been working like Mr. Vroom Vroom. In the game before El Mero Mero, it was Mr. Vroom Vroom. He was all about quicker than quick, faster than fast. Mr. Vroom Vroom, the power glider Martinez. So that's where everybody knew. But then when I finally aligned myself with Nastico, I didn't create El Mero Mero. He did. He created a version of me that he knew that was locked away, and he brought it out. He brought out the next level energy of Eddie Martinez. So that was El Mero Mero, who, you could say the opposite about speed, cruise control. What's the opposite of going fast? Going a little bit slower and doing your own way. So Nastico's doing your own way by becoming the head honcho. And in Spanish, that translates El Mero Mero. So he's going around letting everybody know he's 100% Mexicano, a true champion, el verdadero campeón, who lives forever, que vive para siempre, Eddie Martinez. And he just goes around letting people know that I run it around here. I run the street racing. I'm the kingpin of street racing. Together, we're unstoppable. We make magic everywhere we go. Nastico is doing his best to giving me the best opportunities, giving me the best platform, doing whatever it takes to help his client. That's how everything was created.
And is it true to say that there was a little bit of hesitation in teaming up with Nastico at first?
Yes, at first there was. I had a little bumps on the road when that's on the path, and I'm like, can I really trust this guy? But then a little bit later on, I started realizing the truth. Everything he told me was coming to realization. Like everything was coming to true. That's where I'm like, okay, so he's being for real with me. He was like, he knew the game better than I did. So now I knew from that moment forward, started seeing everything started happening to me, that I had to trust this guy. He's the real deal. Nastico is the one that can help me guide me to that next level. And from there, I told myself, you can trust this guy. And from that moment forward, I never regret it. I knew that was the best decision I ever made in my life, by aligning myself with the best manager known as Nastico.
Yeah. And so from there, there kind of felt like there was a change in even your demeanor, your confidence. Whereas like you walked maybe with that like chip on your shoulder, it was like, oh, I have to prove to people that is like, if he's the best manager, I'm the best wrestler. And did you then change your in-ring style because of that as well?
Yeah, I started realizing like with that chip on my shoulder, I started realizing like, I can say my confidence for the level back then wasn't too at that point. But when when Nastico aligned myself with me, he knew that I could be that level. So I started building my confidence through a whole nother level now. So every single time I walk through those curtains, I believe I am the best wrestler out there. I believe I can prove to the entire audience that I'm the number one around here. Like the key word of the new nickname, Mero Mero, that I'm the head honcho of this ring. I run this whole place. So I just go out there with a new style. You want me to go fast? No, I'm playing it smart now. I'm doing it my way. I can trick my opponents better than anybody. I can outmaneuver them better than anybody. I can tune up the speed at any moment because you won't see it coming. That's how I feel like with that persona level I've been bringing it into the ring, I feel like my confidence has been way up there now. Like I feel like I can dominate anywhere I go. Any new city I go to, I can make that city my city. And any new state I go to, I can make that state my state. That's how the confidence level I have now. I believe that I can be the number one everywhere I go with Nastico. Because he believes in me, then I believe in myself for all on the way.
Absolutely. And then you can tell where even when in your matches and the type of opponents that you're having, you're wrestling bigger and bigger names. You wrestled people like Mustafa Ali. You wrestled people like Matt Riddle. Like, what is it like just being in the ring with people who have done it all and like been all over the world?
Being in the ring with these level people, like, it showcased like, yo, Eddie Martinez is seriously the real deal. Because look who he's facing. He's going to one-on-one, like you say, he's going one-on-one with Mustafa Ali, Matt Riddle, Eduardo, Dirty Dango, a.k.a. Fandango, Matt Taven, who's on he's a Ring of Honor star and AEW star. I have been in those rings with them. And being in that ring, if I'm looking dead at his face, all these opponents, I'm like, let them know, like, hey, I'm the next one up. I'm letting you know I'm the next, number one guy up. And the rising star, that's me. That's not, I'm aiming bigger heights. And by doing that, I'm gonna defeat you. By letting you know, like, oh, this kid is the real deal. Like, he is the next one up. Like, getting the chance, going one-on-one with Riddle, for me, that was a big accomplishment. Like, I had to prove myself and prove the world that I can beat this guy, and which I did. I beat him 1, 2, 3. And, I didn't care if I didn't earn the respect or not. I care, like, what I can do. Like, look who I am against. Like, I'm going around defeating your favorite people that you used to see on TV. I'm defeating them one way or another. And, having those opportunities just showcase, like, Eddie Martinez is seriously, like, the upcoming star that people are seeing now. But I want them to see me more. I want to keep going out there. I want to keep going one-on-one with these big top-level names. Like, just do what I need to do. Like, overall, it's just like a great accomplishment, just getting those opportunities.
For sure. And going back to your win with Matt Riddle, some would say it's a little tainted. There was a low blow that happened.
Was it really a low blow? Yeah, I mean,
you know what? Like, we don't got to talk about that. We don't got to talk about that. But, like, it's interesting because your relationship with the fans has very much changed as well throughout your career. Where, you know, people were on your side, right? They were kind of rooting for you. They were going, you know, they were in your corner. And then maybe as you started wrestling bigger names, people started kind of going against you. Did that have anything to do with aligning with Nastico?
Yes. For me, if I have to be real, they did a lot for me because, like, these fans were with me. I was their champion. And seeing them turning their back against me after giving me my all, going out there giving 100%, and for them just still, you know, started giving me that hatred back, I'm like, what is going on? And, you know, in the moment when I finally went against one of their favorites, which is Mustafa Ali, that's where I started seeing everything come into truth. Everything seeing, you know, what Nastico was telling me, all these lines, like these fans will eventually turn your back against you, Eddie. I didn't believe him. I really did not believe him at that time. I had to see it for myself. And he told me straight up, you will learn the hard way. You will see it for yourself. And when I saw it, I'm like, okay, this is getting real now. So these fans really didn't like me at all. It was just an act for them. They were like, okay, you know, behind that true, you know, act, they hated me. So that's where it clicked in my head. Like, you know what, Esco? You were absolutely right. These fans never cared about me. They hated me. They hate me. They hate me because I'm going against one of their favorites they just see on TV. They hate me because I beat one of their favorites on their TV. And from that moment forward, you know, I knew for the fact I had to make that phone call. Nastico, you were right. So
You were their favorite until their new favorite came.
yeah, absolutely, man. These fans, man, you just can't believe these fans, man. Just like, man, they're just there.
Shame on you. You talked about being champion, and you were the Heart of the Hustler Texas Wrestling Cartel champion, and you were the first ever as well. Like, what does that mean to you?
It means a lot. That championship means a lot to me, and being the first one ever, having that title for 651 days, it, to me, even thinking about that is just still mind blowing. Like, it's been that long holding that championship. But the heart of a hustler, you know, for me, that it showcased the hustle I have for this in the game, the hustle I have for professional wrestling, and being the first ever champion. I believe I can take, you know, Texas Wrestling Cartel to new heights, and which I believe I did. So it was just a special moment. It's like, for Texas Wrestling Cartel, believe in me since day one. The funny story about it is, like, when I made my debut for Texas Wrestling Cartel, my very first opponent on my debut was against Matt Taven. It was a crazy moment. 2023, I went Matt Taven, my first ever debut, and that match was a good match. It was a crazy match, a back and forth match. I came up short, I lost, but at the end of the day, at the end of that match, I'm over here thinking like, oh, Matt Taven, he looks like he's balling up his fist. He's not done. He's ready to, like, you know, fight me. I'm like, I'm pulling myself together like, all right, you know what, I'm ready to go round two. Even though you beat me, I don't know what more do you want? And he looked at me, grabbed me, pulled me in. I'm looking at this man's face, dead in his eye to eye. He hugged me, grabbed my hand, and raised it up high. I earned Matt Taven respect. And from that moment forward, Texas Wrestling Cartel said, that's the guy. That's our champion right there. And from when I won the championship, and it was a grateful moment. It was like a moment that I would never forget. And going around and showcasing it everywhere I can go with that championship, showcase like Eddie Martinez is the definition of Texas Wrestling Cartel, because I believe that's who I am. Like, I believe I am the hustler. You know, I believe I have the heart everywhere I go, doing the best I can, you know, with that championship. But now, even though as a former champion, I still see myself as the top #1 guy. Because, like, you know, the first ever and the longest reigning one in history books. Can I make history? I can probably make history again by becoming the first ever 2-time. You never know. Things are, you know, are out there, but right now, for me, Texas Wrestling Cartel is like a home for me. Like it's everything they given me. I'm like grateful the opportunities. Just I'm just so happy that they believe in me. And like if they believe in me, I believe also everything they do. I believe in Texas Wrestling Cartel. I believe, Texas Wrestling Cartel is the top promotion in Texas. Because everything, the names that they bring in, it's like, man, it's like you have to be at one of their shows to see, like, wow, this atmosphere is crazy.
Yeah.
So that championship means a lot to me.
And you were champion for over 2 years.
Almost 2 years.
Almost 2 years. My fault.
But we're getting, you were there close. We're getting there almost 2 years. But man, I came up short from making that 2-year mark.
It was over 600 days though.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, what is it like being a champion for close to 2 years, where, it's like, is there a sense of confidence building throughout that title reign?
Yes, I believe there was a confidence like building with that title reign. But before that title reign, I had that confidence already building with me with the home promotion I was trained at, which was DFW All Pro, because I was there at the time. I won the DFW All Pro championship belt, and I feel like I had that title for a very long time as well. Like when I won my home promotion's main title championship, I knew like there was a huge target on my back. Now I have to I'm carrying the promotion on my back, and throughout my years defending that belt, I defended it like almost 10 times, and it took a big name to defeat me to get rid of that belt. Have you ever heard of this guy? His name is Barrett Brown. He's another top level guy in Texas, and it took him to defeat me for the belt at the time. And after losing the All Pro championship, that confidence level was already building towards with me. But when later on, when I won the Heart of a Hustler championship, now that took the confidence level to a whole other world, a whole other level. So throughout my reign with it, you can start seeing my confidence start building up more, the way I rock, the way I present myself, the way I, do things in the ring, the way I showcase myself everywhere I go. Like, man, Eddie's like, oh, he's serious. So, yes, I can say that reign helped me with my confidence, like going to the next level.
And then you mentioned DFW All-Star Wrestling. That's where you trained, right? That's where you learned the fundamentals and learned your introduction into becoming a wrestler.
Oh, yes.
What was it like training there?
Training at DFW All Pro, it was, it was crazy. It was a crazy experience, but I loved it so much. It was one hell of a time, just learning all the fundamentals, learning everything I need to know about the business of professional wrestling. And, ever since I got, the chance to find the school, I'm like, man, should I go for it or should I not? But it was a dream. It was like my inner kid wanted to become a professional wrestler. Because before becoming a professional wrestling, I was already like in the world of wrestling. 4 years of high school amateur style wrestling.
Okay.
1 year in record style wrestling. So I was already taste of the wrestling world. But part of me was like, man, I want to take it to another level, become a professional wrestler. And I couldn't find no school nearby at first until one day at the time I was in community college, and I sat down on the couch and I'm looking up schools' names. I couldn't find one. And then I got on Facebook and there was an ad, boom, DFW All Pro. I'm like, oh, it's not that far. Looked into it, boom, they had a tryout. I signed up for the tryout, went to the tryout, did the tryout. I'm like, I think I can do this. And then from there, signed up for the school and went full on with it. It changed my life completely. And I'm glad I made that decision to become a professional wrestler, trained at All Pro. And to this day, I'm happily to say that I was trained by the man named Luke Gotti, the Don Father Professional Wrestling. That man gave me the tools that I needed to do, start showcasing the level I can bring out in the wrestling world. Like, he's my head trainer. I'm forever thankful for him, for the opportunity for him to bring me into All Pro and train me. And yeah, man, it's been one crazy ride to train at All Pro, but I'm happy to be trained from there.
What are some of the skills that transferred over from amateur wrestling into wrestling?
Ooh, I mean, it has to be from amateur wrestling, like, because amateur wrestling was intense. Just, all the base, the fundamental we had to learn, like the being defense, playing on offense, like with that already helped me, you know, with the learning experience at All Pro, it helped me be more, on my base level fundamentals. Like I was able to like pick on some stuff immediately quick from everything that I learned from amateur style wrestling. Because amateur style wrestling was, man, it was really tough. Like try to make weight, try to do all these intense workouts just to like build your cardio, build your endurance. Like with all that, it helped a lot. It helped a lot getting trained at All Pro. Like, because wrestling is a lot of cardio work. It's like a lot of endurance works right there. So having that, already in my bag, I was able to like to be click with it, boom, 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 just be already on that level, just clicking with it, and just learning new stuff that I never learned before at All Pro. So amateur wrestling did help a lot with me.
We talked about how you trained in the physical aspect of wrestling. Like, what is it like kind of training yourself in the mental like battles when it comes to indie wrestling?
Oh man, I mean everybody has their ways like with their mental battles, like how to train. For me, how to get myself ready and everything is I always play music in my head. Like I had to have my own music ready, get my beats and everything. I'm playing theme songs. I get myself pumped. Like I got to get myself pumped up. So that's how mentally way I get myself ready. Like when it comes like, getting ready for the match I got. I gotta find somewhere I can breathe, like a little alone space for myself, so I can get my mindset ready. Start playing music with with the headset I had, just getting my body ready, but also getting my mind ready, like to get locked in. So the moment I walk in through those curtains, I'm locked in. I'm focused. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to showcase that I am the #1 guy around here. So that's how I get my mental ready. It's always about playing music, man.
What you be playing?
It depends. It really depends. I'm like, my Mexican side of me is like all about corridos. So I'm like, for sure, corridos, cumbias. Oh my God, like. But if I have to, my main artist that I go is always gonna be Don Toliver and Travis Scott.
Okay.
Those are my two main artists, and I also got to get love to 21 Savage. 21 Savage is another guy. I also go to my music playlist and I start playing some of his music. But Travis and then Don Toliver are up there. Then if I'm feeling Mexican, bro, I'm going to go corridos, todo the corridos. So I'm over there jamming out. So that's how I get myself pumped up. Like those are like my music areas, artists that I get myself pumped up.
What can you tell me about your tag team with Nate Collins, Horsepower?
Man, Horsepower. Where can I start with Horsepower? It's been a hell of a journey with my boy Nate. Funny story about how Horsepower was made. It was in the year 2021. Mind you, at this time, my tag partner, Nate Collins, was known as the Concrete Cowboy.
Okay.
So you had a Concrete Cowboy teaming up with a street racer guy known as the Power Lady Martinez, right? Yeah. So we were put in a tag match, and our opponents, they did a little promo. They gave us the name Horsepower.
Really?
They were like, you got a cowboy and a street racer. What do you got that together? Horsepower. And from there, we're like, me and Nate looked on to one another. I'm like, this we got something going on here. Yeah. And when we walked out to those curtains in our first tag match, and we're not even in Horsepower yet, crowd was already reacting with us, clicking one another. When that match, me and Nate are clicking, we're tag moves out of nowhere, like, oh man, we look like a legit tag partner. And from there, we decided, you know what, let's be for real. Let's get together, and we got together and became Horsepower. And we took Horsepower to a whole other level in All Pro. We're showcasing it around All Pro, and then we took it a little bit further on by showcasing all over the city of Texas. Everybody, because at that time, in the year 2021 through 2022, the tag team division wasn't really like that big. There was not so many tag teams out there. Yeah. So when Horsepower was born, we revved it up. We revved up the entire tag team division in Texas. We're going around. We have won multiple tag team championships all over Texas. And we won also championships outside of Texas. We won some another promotion known as Bayou Independent Wrestling. We became their tag team champions. And we were, I believe, we're the longest reigning tag team champions out there. We recently lost that like in the year early 2025. But man, we were killing it out there. Me and they, we were just going around, and till this day, we're still an active tag team. Like there's been a lot of tag teams we've seen come and go, but me and they, man, we're growing. We're growing. We love teaming up with another because we bring that spark, we bring that energy, we bring that chemistry together, and man, they love us right now everywhere we go. But here in the home state of Texas, like I want to say midway in the year 2025 right now, you know, I had to tell my boy Nate, hey Nate, there's a dark side of me. I know you got a little dark side in you.
Yeah.
And we did it. We became the nasty horsepower. Man, he also saw the side of Nastico. He's like, everything Nastico is saying, Nate, believe this man.
Yeah.
And he did. He's like, you know what, Eddie, you're right. You're right. He shook his hand. Next thing you know, we're nasty horsepower. We'll do whatever it takes to get it done now. But teaming with my boy Nate, man, I love him so much. I love him like a brother. Like to this day, he's my day one brother. Like he's been there on my ups and downs. The times I was training at All Pro, there was moments that I actually like kind of fractured my knee a little bit.
Okay.
It was a little devastating because like a lot of people thought like, oh, this might be it for Eddie. But I proven everybody like, no, when I'm down, I can get myself back up. And when I got myself back up, got my knee back up working again, and next thing you know, I'm just always the guy that had to prove people another. But Nate was there and they knew who I was. He believed me every single step in the way. And all the advice he has given me throughout the years, I always take it and always have it in my bag because, man, he knows the game better than I have. He's been in the game for almost 10 years. He's like a big brother. I always call him Big Brother Nate. Man, but truly, he's my day one brother.
Fire. What do you think is it about like the chemistry between you that allows you both to be such like a great tag team?
Man, the chemistry me and him have is like we know like once we lock in, we know our like one step ahead. We know what's gonna come next. We know what we need to bring. We bring that entertainment. We bring that energy. We bring that loud crowdness into the ring. We bring everybody like you see us together. You have to be locked in the way we do it. Like they look at us like, man, this is legit a tag team right here. Like that's how so good that me and Nate are. Like right now he's all about the old ways, right? So he has the old way knowledge of professional wrestling. I got the new ways of the now wrestler. So you mix that together, man, you got a whole team right there. It's like you just never know what we'll bring to the table.
Right.
So that's how I love working with Nate. Like we know what to do at that very moment. We know how to just tune it up to the next level. We know how to rev it up.
For sure.
So hey, it's just fun working with him, man.
How would you say your mindset switches from wrestling as a tag team to then wrestling as a single star?
Ooh, that's a little tricky right there because I feel like I think it's the same feeling. Like, because once I'm in the ring, my mind switches over. Like, all right, time to get serious. Like, it's like this weird switch feeling that I have in my head. Like once I go through that curtains, I gotta show the world like I'm the best. Even Nate sees it too. Like he knows when we go out there, we gotta show because we're the best tag team. We're the best, independent. When we're on our own, we're the best, like who we are. Because we believe in our platform. We believe in our chemistry. We believe who we are. We go out there and tell the world like, yo, we're the next one up. We're the next guys you gotta look at. So that's how that's how I see myself when I switch that mode. Like tag team and singles, it's the same switch for me. Boom. Just go out there and prove everybody that I'm the best.
What in your career has been some of your biggest accomplishments for you?
Ooh, man, there's so many I can think
Flex.
of. There's so many I can think of, man. I can say proudly, the big accomplishment of my career was I was able to work backstage as an extra talent for the WWE. When they came down for SmackDown, I was selected to work backstage, and with that moment, I felt just right. I felt like a big accomplishment for me. Getting to see all these names that I seen on TV as a kid, now I'm seeing them in person. I mean, it gave me that hunger. Like I want to be here. this is my calling. This is where I want to be.
Yeah.
This is where I want to put my name, the paraglider, at here, in WWE. Like, as a kid, I always grew up watching WWE. I always dreamed to become a WWE superstar. And, not recently, like this year, 2025, I got to work at WID prospect, Cappuccino Jones. And that's the feeling, big accomplishment I ever had. It's like getting to see how everything works backstage in WWE.
Yeah.
And then another accomplishment, working with AEW as well. It's like
hitting both, yo.
See, hitting both, working as an extra as AEW, and then getting the chance to be a security out there at AEW. Like, if you go on YouTube, your boy's on the thumbnail of this one segment of what was it? It was Tony Storm. I forget her name.
Mariah May.
Mariah May. You look it up,
Yeah.
and I'm on that thumbnail right there. But just having that accomplishment, seeing me on that thumbnail when they were feuding in that feud, and I'm like, oh man, there goes me. I'm on that thumbnail of the whole segment, and just crazy to see that. I'm like, man, so like just having those accomplishments in my bag means a lot to me. It's like, especially also becoming the Heart of a Hustler Championship. Like winning the title belt also is a huge accomplishment for me. But just working WWE backstage was like top one on the list for me. The very top list.
Man, congrats on that, by the way.
Thank you.
Of course, 100%. Well, man, thank you very much for taking the time and sitting down with me.
Oh, thank you
Truly
so much.
appreciate it. Anything you would like to plug to the cameras?
Well, everybody, you can go ahead and follow me on my social media platform. You can follow me on Instagram at The Power Glider. You can find me on TikTok at The Power Glider. You can find me on Facebook, Power Glider Eddie Martinez. You can find me on Twitch. My Twitch is Lalo Club, but AKA that's The Power Glider right there. Just type in Lalo Club and you'll find your boy. You can find me on Twitter at Eddie Martinez or at Power. I got to look that up again, but it's one of those two names. But I'm everywhere. Your boy's everywhere, especially on YouTube. You can find me on my YouTube channel at Eddie Martinez. Just go on YouTube and just type in Eddie Martinez Wrestling. Boom, you'll see a long list. And you might see the #1 video. It will be me versus Mustafa Ali. That's it has a lot of views, so guys, check that out, please.
Yeah.
Other matches I will also recommend you guys to watch on YouTube was me versus Matt Taven at Texas Wrestling Cartel's YouTube channel. Just go on there. There's a ton of matches in there. There's all the matches that I want all you guys to watch. Just type in Texas Wrestling Cartel. Their YouTube channel will pop up. Click that. Boom. There goes all the matches they have ready to go on YouTube.
And everything will be in the description below as well, so you can find it right there. Well, man, thank you very much. Truly appreciate it.
Oh, thank
and
you.
Until next time, everyone.